Three, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello again, Red Raider baseball fans. Welcome back. We're here at the Nordonia High School. We are post-rain delay, and now here the sun is behind us. Still some gray clouds in the sky, but we are getting set for the top of inning number 2. So the question, where did we leave off? And that is with 1 ball, 1 strike on Marcus Birch standing in with nobody out. And the runner in scoring position is Quinton Garnett. The pitch over to Birch. He was showing bunt. He couldn't hold it back in time. The throw down to Garnett, and he's not going to be able to get there safely. He was looking to steal, or perhaps he just took too big of a lead from second, but he is thrown out, trying to make his way over to third, and that is a way to return to the field if you're Nordonia. That's out number 1. And there's strike 2 on Marcus Birch. And the next to him will be outside for ball 2. That'll even up the count 2-2. Now 1 away, but he on base. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for waiting as the team had to head down to the football stadium bleachers to get some protection from the rain. However, the Nordonia Knights, they were able to head to the locker room out there at the football field, and they were a little bit more warmed up. Red Raiders. The full count pitch. And so the swing and miss will bring up Brett Moore. He's the shortstop in today's affair. He's the number 8 hole hitter. Perhaps I should remind you of the batting order. Will Tagan is at center field. He's the first one in the batting order. Brett Moore stands in. He'll take ball 1 inside. Behind Tagan is Block. James and Berglund, the power hitters, at 3 and 4. Luther and Garnett have already gone up. They're 5 and 6. There's a big swing and miss from Brett Moore, evening the count on 1 and 1. Marcus Birch, you just saw his at bat. He's number 7. Brett Moore up now, and Fogarty will cap off the starting 9. He's on the on-deck circle. The next to Brett Moore. Swung on, fouled back over near the key in to our right. If anyone needs a rest after this ball game, you can stop over by the key in over to our right side. As I said in the first broadcast, a lot to see if you're here on the field. To our right, we see the key in. Past the outfield, we see the football field where the Red Raiders were sheltered. Also out there in the outfield, we can see the Nordonia High School. To our left, a bunch of trees. And behind us, the interstate. A very busy area surrounding the Nordonia High School baseball field. The next to Brett Moore. He'll take it inside, needing to scoot out of the way of that one. There's 2 away now for Brett Moore. The count is even at 2 and 2. This one, once again, fouled back to our right. That'll make its way into the trees. Brett Moore battling with 2 away. This is his first time digging in. We're only at the top of the second. when the thunder came and the umpires called it. And that one's outside. Good eye from the shortstop. That'll work the count to full. Already 39 pitches from Chesser, the 40th on its way. The payoff. That'll find its way down low and in. That'll be ball number 4. And that'll bring up the man representing the bottom of the lineup, number 9 of the lineup, and that is Andrew Fogarty. Got a man on first to think about. Doesn't want to leave him hanging. The first pitch to him. Swung on, and that's got some power behind it. It'll find its way over to left. In foul ground. And eventually out of play. There's strike 1 on the big right fielder. Chesser now with 41 pitches thrown, 25 of which are strikes. But he has so far walked 2. He has struck out 1, and that's Marcus Birch, as you saw just moments ago. That one's down low for ball 1. 1-0 is our score. Nordonia is on top. They got their first run across against George McGinnis in the bottom of inning number 1. There's a called strike on Fogarty. The Red Raiders in their red caps, red jerseys, and gray pants. Nordonia in the green and white hats, the black jerseys, and the pinstriped pants. And there is a called strike 3 on Fogarty. A brutal call. Looks like it was outside and perhaps maybe even low, but that's not the case. He'll leave a man on in the form of Brett Moore. And we will head to the bottom of inning number 2. Thank you very much for coming back post-rain delay. George McGinnis will return to the mound. Hopefully he is warm enough after sheltering from the rain. We'll see when we come back. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are back for the bottom of inning number 2, and that'll bring up George McGinnis back to the mound. And we'll see how he can do after a bit of a rough first inning. His first pitch is outside to start off this inning. That's pitch 18 from the senior. The next one down low. Ball 2, 2-0. Nordonia looking to extend that lead. They've only been up to bat once, and they got a run across. This one swung on. Down the third baseline for Will Berglund. The throw will be in time. A good throw. Good extension from Sam Luther, the sophomore, handling the duties over at first. And there is out number 1. 20 pitches from McGinnis. Doing much better in the name of pitch count than the opposing pitcher, Chesser. That one inside. A good pitch from George McGinnis. The 0-1. I'll find its way into the dirt. No one's on base. Quentin Garnett will jog his way to the backstop. But unfortunately, that will even up the count at 1-1. There's one away with a 1-0 score. Nordonia has the advantage here at home. That one, and not exactly a swing you'd want to see again from number 23. That's Mitchner. The next to him will be outside, trying to get him to chase with 2 strikes. Not going to work. Advantage pitcher. 2-2. The count goes to even. There's one away. What can McGinnis do? The pitch. Oof. That almost got him. Bit too much inside. The pitch from McGinnis luckily did not hit him. McGinnis not one to hit a batter. That one upstairs, and also not walk a batter, but there you go. That's already the second walk we've seen from McGinnis in 2 innings. Yet to get a strikeout, and that is a rarity from McGinnis. Keep in mind, McGinnis having a 50-pitch limit as he's looking to get the start at home against Cleveland. Excuse us for some connection issues out here in Nordonia. What just occurred, not sure if it went through or net. Trying to pick off the runner stealing second. However, the ball went a bit away from Flynn Block, and with that, the runner was able to go all the way to third with the ball in center. So now there is a runner in scoring position. George McGinnis just delivering his 29th pitch, and Nordonia might be able to strike for a second run. This one's bunted. Luther going to try to make the play at first. He'll hesitate. He will end up only making the throw to first. But there's run number 2 for the Knights. Mitchner scoring from third on the successful bunt. So McGinnis already with 30 pitches, the 31st on its way. Low and away, ball 1. McGinnis heading to the University of Cincinnati to be a Bearcat, along with Marcus Birch and Wes Call. So congratulations to the University of Cincinnati for getting a bunch of Red Raiders on their squad. Quentin Garnett with some smiles as he leaves the mound. That pitch will find its way into the strike zone. A good bounce back pitch for McGinnis. That'll work it to full. George McGinnis working a lot of these counts to full, not what you like to see. And there's ball 4. He had to get outside. Runner at first with 2 away. McGinnis already nearing that 50-pitch limit. I believe it's Thomas Barrett in relief, but I could be incorrect. Runner at first, 2 away. The first pitch of the at-bat. Outside. McGinnis, normally a guy to get into a groove following the first inning. Here, not the case. He's still struggling. He's let 2 come across already. That's why the Knights are ahead in a 2-0 score. This one will find its way over to Berglund, and he'll have troubles with it. It'll bounce over his glove, and that'll be an infield error on Will Berglund. Not what you like to see. He's normally a guy who performs very well on the infield, but that's not the case there. He'll let it get right by him. Brett Moore trying to back him up, but he also not able to make the play on it. Runner at first and second now with 2 away. 37 pitches from George McGinnis in the first 2 innings. Normally efficient with the pitch count, but he is definitely struggling here. That'll bring up Alvord standing in. The first to him, foul back. Alvord represents the top of the line. And his first time up, he grounded out. The 0-1, right back to the mound for George McGinnis. He will make the routine throw over to first, and that will conclude the second. George McGinnis struggling out there on the mound, but able to limit the damage. A 2-0 score as we head into the top of inning number 3. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Von Ullum. Pleased to commentate this one for you. We may have had a rain delay. Perhaps Mother Nature didn't want a ball game to happen today, but the Red Raiders and the Nordonia Knights are keeping with it. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we are getting set for the top of inning number 3. Will Tagan standing in the right-handed hitter's box. He's 0 for 1 to start off the day. He represents the top of the starting 9 order. And the first pitch to the leadoff man will be very much outside. The catcher needing to slide into the opposite batter's box from Will Tagan. And if Will Tagan had been in the left-handed hitter's box, he very well might have been hit down low. Not the case, however. 1-0. The next one looked a bit upstairs, but it'll be ruled a strike. The Red Raiders still adapting to this umpire's strike zone. The 1-1 inside. Will Tagan needing to back out of the way a little bit of that one to watch ball 2 go by. Will Tagan, a power guy. We'll see what he can do here. And that one once again inside. Three and 1 goes the count. Chesser's already walked 2, but he's also struck out 2. The next one to him will be fouled back. And as we've seen a great many times so far, same from McGinnis and from Chesser, it's a full count. Nobody's away. Will Tagan represent the leadoff position in the starting 9. The payoff pitch. Swung on. This is a tapper over to short. The routine play, the throw. And Will Tagan not able to beat that one out. The throw very much in time. And that will bring up Flynn Block. With his last hit, that puts him over 500 since returning to Ohio. As the Red Raiders had that road trip in Arizona, and unfortunately the road trip didn't exactly go the way the Red Raiders would have wanted to, as they went 0 for 4. All 4 opponents were from Oregon. Shaker, the only Ohio representative. The next to block inside. This pitcher with another inside pitch. 2-0. Work goes the count. There's one away. Chesser's 53rd pitch on the way. That one once again low. 3-0 goes the count. He's thrown 30 strikes. That makes it 23 balls as well. Not a perfect ratio. That one will find its way into the strike zone. A bit upstairs, a bit outside. But still, strike number 1 is called. As I was going to say, McGinnis has a bit of a worse ratio. He's got 39 pitches. Only 15 of the pitches are for strikes. That will short hop the third baseman. The throw on to first in time. Both Will Tagan and Flynn Block will represent the first 2 outs with 2 different ground outs, but that'll bring in Nolan James, not one to hit it on the ground too often. The first to him will be down low. Ball number 1. Nolan James with 3 singles, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs. He's got 10 RBI so far, not an RBI opportunity here, however. This one, a tapper once again over to the third base side. The throw on to first, and not an exciting inning for Red Raider offense. 3 ground outs. And Chesser is rolling on the mound for the men in black and green. And it looks like George McGinnis will be finished on the mound, and that means Thomas Barrett, the lefty, will be heading out. We'll see how he will do as he throws the balls and strikes to Quentin Garnett. We'll see how he actually fares against the batters when we come back. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're getting set for the bottom of inning number 3. And thank you very much for joining us. We're post-rain delay, but we're still here for the bottom of the 3rd. The first pitch from Barrett. He's in relief of George McGinnis. And the first pitch, a strike. We saw a lot of strikes from him as he finished off his warm-up throws to Quentin Garnett. However, this one, good contact. Marcus Birch over and left. He'll have to range back. but Marcus Birch will make the routine fly out. 2 pitches, 1 out for Thomas Barrett. He's needing to keep this a 2-run game. Nordonia leading 2-0 in the bottom of inning number 3. The third pitch from Barrett. Yet again in the strike zone. This one's lined over to Tegan and center, and though he'll fall over as he makes the grab in front of him, it's only necessary as he will make the grab out in left center. Good play from Will Tegan. There you go. So Thomas Barrett making some quick work of these hitters. He's definitely throwing them in the strike zone. The next, however, will be outside. It's the first ball from Barrett. And the 1-0 will be in the strike zone. Thomas Barrett really attacking these hitters. And that's what you like to see against a team like the Nordonia Knights. Got to be aggressive. However, this one, very much a pitch lower. And oh well, he'll need to shake that one off. 2-1 goes the count. And that'll once again not be able to find the strike zone. Outside. Another ball on number 9. The slow kick and the pitch. That'll find the strike zone once again. Will Berglund by the third baseline. He'll make the throw, but he'll beat it out over at first. Janosik able to beat it out. Will Berglund's throw a little bit offline, but that is very much a difficult play to make over a third. That'll bring up Freyoff. He's 0 for 1. In the right-handed hitter's box, the left-handed pitcher versus the right-handed batter. The first of the at-bat will be lobbed in there for strike number 1. There's 2 away. Thomas Barrett needing to get the first scoreless inning for Red Raider defense, as George McGinnis allowed 1 run to come across in each of the first 2. This one will be lined into left center. Marcus Birch will get to it first. He'll send it in to third. However, Nordonia is not going to risk this one. They'll keep their runners at first and second. Janosik will be the runner in scoring position. And Nordonia once again threatening, as the Red Raiders are really struggling to just get out of an inning with ease. This one upstairs from Barrett. His 11th pitch of the inning. And just his 11th pitch. 12 away. Shaker needing to get out of the inning. The pitch will find its way into the strike zone, and a big swing and miss from Michener. It'll even the count. 1 apiece. Barrett, another offering outside. Barrett already allowing more hits than McGinnis did in his 2 innings. However, the issue that McGinnis did face is that he walked 3 different batters. And yet again, not able to find the strike zone. That's 3-1. Looking to avoid walking the bases loaded. The 3-1. Outside. And that'll mean Michener will head to first base. The bases will go loaded. And that'll bring up Vinny Hack. Hack 0 for 0 as he walked his first time up. First offering upstairs. Another from Barrett. That will find its way into the strike zone, or perhaps a bit outside, but regardless, he got hacked to chase. 1-1 goes the count. Barrett needing to get a ground out, or a strikeout would be nice too, as there's strike 2 on Vinny Hack. He stands in the right-handed batter's box. Barrett, his 19th pitch on the way. This one swung on over to left and foul. Right to the third base coach. We'll do it again at 1-2. There's 2 away. Bases loaded. A 2-0 game. The pitch. This one lined into left. A great hit. And Marcus Birch not going to be able to make the throw in succession as he fumbles with it first. And Quentin Garnett is going to slide to make the grab, but not before 2 runs already come across home. And 2 runners will be in scoring position, second and third, as Brett Moore wants to go and talk to Thomas Barrett for a moment. He'll make his way over from short. Now number 18 will head back over in position. 4-0 now, as Barrett has now pitched 20 with that ball upstairs. Down low. Ball 2. Hack on second. Mitchner on third. The man batting now is Lanzalotta. This one skied high in this shallow right center. And Will Tagan's going to drop it. It blooped its way behind Flynn Blockett second. And it was Block, it was Fogarty at right, and it was Will Tagan at center, all scrambling for the ball. And not sure if there was exactly a clean call on the play. But regardless, as it drops down, that'll bring run number 5 and 6 in for the Knights. Runner at first. That'll be Lanzalotta. First pitch of this AB will find the strike zone. Hours up to the plate. The 0-1 to him. Will be inside. Barrett not really able to work into any 0-2 counts thus far, as he has already allowed 4 runs to come across here in this third inning. The 25th of the inning. Outside, 2-1. Time is called by Hours. He's got a runner over at first to think about. He doesn't want to keep him there. He wants to bring him home. Not in scoring position, but still a chance for Hours to do some damage. The pitch to him, fouled back. And that found its way into the key in. Found its way onto one of the balconies of the inn. I don't believe it did any damage, however. The 2-2. Low. I don't believe it got him, and it looks like it didn't, but he needed to jump out of the way. And the runner, Lanzalotta, will be able to move from first to second. Full count. Barrett with an opportunity to get out of the inning on his 28th pitch. This one lined over to third, and it goes over the glove of Will Berglund. Another error on the third baseman, and a great throw for Marcus Birch, but Quentin Garnett not able to apply the tag just quick enough. And oof, there is run number 7 for the Nordonia Knights. Run number 5 here in inning number 3. And Barrett continues to get close at ending the inning, but it just cannot happen. Barrett with 28 pitches already. 15 of them are strikes. The other 13 balls. As Barrett has so far allowed 3 hits and a walk. The next from Barrett. And that'll find the strike zone. That's right down Main Street. Alvord, the man at home plate, looking to bring home hours. He's in scoring position. And he'll take a big hack through strike number 2. Barrett once again close to ending the inning, and this time he will do just that. A big swing and miss for the strikeout, but the damage is done here in the 3rd inning. The Nordonia Knights are leading 7-0 after the big 5-run 3rd. We'll see if Shaker can respond, but they have definitely got some work to do on offense. They're being shut out through 3. We'll see if they change that. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name's Vaughn Ullum. We'll be right back. And we're back. Will Berglund taking ball number 1 as we return. Shaker needing to get some runs on the board if they still have hopes of tying this one up. That one inside for number 19, the big guy. He's got some power behind that bat. We saw him send one deep into center. Back home at Shaker Heights. Here, trying to replicate that with a big swing and miss. Shaker only with 1 less hit than Nordonia, but losing the ball game by 7. Another big reason for that are the 4 errors on Shaker defense. But there's ball 3 for Berglund. Chesser still in for Nordonia. That pitch will be inside and in. Or excuse me, inside and low for ball number 4. He'll take his spot over at first, and that'll bring up Sam Luther, the sophomore, digging in the right-handed hitter's box. He's 0 for 1. The first to him will be in the strike zone. A bit high, perhaps, is what he thought as well. But as I say, every ball game, the umpire sees what he sees, and he calls what he calls. This one swung on, fouled back near the dugout of the Red Raiders. However, no friendly fire is done. The next to him, swung on, fouled back. And not sure if Luther should have run or not. I suppose he did, as that one got away from the catcher, but it was too late for him to run over. Sam Luther heading back to the dugout in a bit of disappointment, as he very well could have beat that out over at first, but not the case. However, the positive of all this, Berglund moves over in a scoring position. He's at second. Quentin Garnett digging in. The first to him, fouled off the bat and into the glove of number 6, behind the dish. For the men in black, Garnett 1 for 1 with a single. The 0-1. Outside. But called. Strike number 2. Bit of a wide strike zone call from the umpire. The next to Garnett will go right off his back and into the glove of number 6 behind the dish. That's ours, but ow is what Quentin Garnett is saying at the moment, as that one got him in the back. He'll take his spot over at first. And Marcus Birch is back in the left-handed batter's box. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his one at bat. This one popped up and way back into the trees, over near the interstate behind us. We've seen in different venues of ballparks right up against streets that baseballs most definitely can hit a car. That luckily not the case. I doubt any power is going to be able to get it out to the interstate. That one lined right to the infielder. He'll just step on second base and make the easy play. A double play, already the second double play for the Knights, and we are halfway through this one. We're 3 1/2 innings through this one. We're just getting set for the bottom of inning number 4 when we come back. Thomas Barrett heading back on the mound after a poor outing of the 3rd inning, but we will see if he can clean that up in the 4th when we come back. We're back for the bottom of 4. Thomas Barrett back on the hill after his worrisome outing in inning 3. As Barrett's stats from his first outing show 31 pitches and 18 strikes. There's pitch 32 upstairs. But Thomas Barrett allowed 5 runs to come across. However, a lot of defensive errors on the Red Raiders side too. This one sent into left center. Marcus Birch getting there to hold it to a single. But the Nordonia offense leaving right where they left off. Runner at first is Ebert. And Shirk is the batter. The slow kick, the throw over to first, pickoff attempt unsuccessful. He's back in safely. And the man taking his lead over at first is really getting in Thomas Barrett's head. And as he's very fidgety over there, taking his lead at first. Jumping forward, jumping back over near first. And oh well. We'll see if he truly is a threat to steal. We'll see what he can do in this at-bat. Ooh, big swing and miss for strike 2. Barrett needing to get in a groove. However, that's not going to exactly do it. It will be a fly out, however. But a strikeout would have been nicer. But I'm sure The man on the hill is taking what he can get. The fly out to center for Will Tagan will be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Ebert stands in at first. Still the only runner on for Nordonia. Perhaps looking to get some more insurance, but they're already up at a 7-run ball game. Janicek stands in. Barrett to kick the pitch. This one fouled over to our right near the Nordonia dugout. Oh, and 1 goes the count. There's one away. This one will be for Brett Moore to take, but he's not going to be able to make a throw over to second for the Force or for first. And Shaker really struggling to get out of these innings on defense. That one got right in between Berglund and Moore, and neither one of them were able to comfortably make the play. The 40th from Barrett on its way, and looked a bit upstairs, but it'll be strike 1 instead, evening the count, 1-1. Wade is up, and the third pitch to him. He will swing and miss, got him to chase. Outside and low, and not exactly a swing you'd want to see again. Or perhaps a swing that Barrett would love to see again, the next offering. And another swing and miss. And a double steal without a throw to third or second. 2 runners move into scoring position for the Knights. That'll bring up number 23. And he'll foul this one back into the netting behind us. Oh, and 1 goes the count. And trying to get him to chase with a pitch there. That one moving its way outside the strike zone. Garnett able to keep a lot of these pitches in front of him, which is what you want to see from the man behind the dish. The 1-1. And that is a good pitch to make some contact on, but it'll be fouled over to our left. Nor Berglund or Birch could make the play on it. Still the runners at second and third. That's Janicek and Ebert. This one sent up the middle. The throw from block will not be in time. And it'll also get away from Luther and bring in 2 more runs for the Knights. That'll increase their lead to 9. Thomas Barrett really struggling out there for the Red Raiders. Thank you very much for tuning in. The Red Raiders now find themselves down 9 after not being able to perform well after the rain delay. They're a foul out taken in by Andrew Fogarty and right, and that will retire the side. The damage is done, however. Nordonia taking the lead 9-0. They've only had 7 hits. But there you go. 4 errors on the Red Raider defense. They're looking to clean that up, but we'll see if they can get anything going on the offensive side of things. When we come back, thank you very much for tuning in. The leadoff man for Moore, Brett Moore, he'll send this one into the backstop to start off inning number 5. Moore's 0 for 0 as he walked his first time up. Got 2 strikes on him now. And the 0-2. Lined in to center field. That'll get over the second baseman's head. Not able to make the play on it. And Brett Moore will be in with a stand-up single. And he will stand over at first as Andrew Fogarty is going to look to do some damage. He's the right fielder in this one. He got the final catch to conclude inning number 4. The first to him. Fouled back. And if there wasn't a cage back here, that would have most definitely hit a fan in the stands. Luckily, not the case, as that most definitely had some power behind it, however. But the 0-1 in the dirt. Brett Moore going to hold back. He thought about stealing. It's always in the back of a base runner's head. But he'll stay in at first with security. And the 1-1 to Fogarty. This one right to second. He's going to try to turn 2, but Fogarty will be able to beat it out at first without a throw. So that'll mean 1 is away with Will Tagan getting another crack at it. The center fielder is 0 for 2 on today. And oof, a brutal call. Outside and low. But the strike call is made. And number 8, needing to get things done to get this Red Raider offense going. This one inside. Ball 1, 1-1. Goes the count to even. There's 1 away with the runner on first. That's Andrew Fogarty. It's a 9-run ball game. Advantage Nordonia. That one right down the middle. For strike number 2. And he checked his swing there. That was close. And a bit of drizzling occurring now. Nothing as serious as it was earlier. And the next offering to take, and he'll swing and miss. That'll make him 0 for 3, but that's his first strikeout on the evening. So I'll bring in Flynn Block, the second baseman in today's game. He's a big contact hitter. And there, he'll ground this one right to third. The throw will be in time. Flynn Block can't beat it out, and Shaker really struggling in the name of offense against Chesser out there on the mound for Nordonia. Just not able to solve him. That'll bring Thomas Barrett back to the mound. He's struggled his first 2 innings. We'll see what he can do with the 5th when we come back. My name's Von Ullum. Thank you very much for tuning in here at the Nordonia High School. Thanks for joining us. We're getting set for the bottom of the 5th inning. Shaker down in a score of 9-0. That pitch from Barrett just clips the bottom of the strike zone. 0-1 goes the count. Number 3 standing in. That's ball 1. And the next to him will find the strike zone. That a bit inside, but still within the imaginary rectangle. The slow kick, the pitch, and the liner into center will take it, making the jump, making the catch. Good play from the center fielder, ranging back to make the grab. Good play from Hagen. Hasn't been able to get it going on offense today, but on defense, he's been performing rather well. The next from Barrett to the next at bat. This one's skied and fouled back behind us. After a bounce, it'll go and hit the in over to our right. One not able to find the strike zone. 1-1 goes the count to even. This one, another foul back. Will once again hit the in. That in take a beating in this ball game, as Gray is once again taking over the skies. Bit of drizzle coming from the clouds. Nothing too serious. The next from number 9. Once again, fouled back. Close to the stands, but it'll get behind it and into the trees, separating that same in over to our right to the baseball field where we stand. And the next from Thomas Barrett. This one back over to the mound, but right by him. Brett Moore making the running throw, and it would have been a superstar play if he had made it, but not the case as it's thrown away. It's over Sam Luther's head. And not sure if that will be an error or an infield single. But regardless, the man will be at first with 1 away for Thomas Barrett. The first pitch of the AB, and a late swing and miss from Alvord. Very much behind that pitch. One away now with a runner over at first. This one swung on and missed. Another big swing and miss from Alvord. And the count goes 1-2. Barrett needing another strikeout here. And almost able to get it, but he just grazes the baseball with the swing. And into the backstop it goes. 2 strikeouts for Barrett thus far. And the next from him will be another swing and miss. Alvord striking out for the 2nd time in this one, as the clouds are most definitely getting darker over the baseball field. This pitch for Barrett, another swing and miss. He is definitely racking up the swings and misses. That'll be his 63rd pitch with 43 strikes. This one will be fouled over the netting and into the trees to our left. Earlier in the day, anyone would have told you it's a good day for baseball, as it was most definitely warmer and most definitely sunnier. Here's a play for block, And the pop out will retire the side. So Thomas Barrett keeps it a 9-0 game. But it is still a 9-0 game as Shaker really cannot get much going on offense. We'll see if something can change as Nolan James will come up to bat. He'll bat leadoff to start off the sixth. Behind him will be Will Berglund and Sam Luther. We'll see what they can get done here in the top of the sixth. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will be right back. We're back for the top of inning number 6. Digging in will be Nolan James, the batter. As Shaker, entering into this one, was looking to avoid their 9th loss. But right now, it doesn't look like that's likely. 9-0 is our score. Nordonia is on top. The pitch. Down low. A ball. Nolan James with a hit. Just a simple single. No hits from the Raiders. Is anything but a single. This one, right over to the shortstop. He'll make the throw across the diamond. And no, it's above his head. He'll make the catch. Nolan James is retired. A lot of groundouts here from the men in red. Nothing they can exactly do about it. Leitner, the new pitcher for Nordonia here in the 6th. He's gotten one out now on 2 pitches. Will Berglund, now the power man, standing in, and that one's right down the middle for strike 1. And as you can see, it's getting darker as the grayer clouds engulf the baseball field. Thank you very much for tuning in. We had that rain delay in the middle of the 2nd. Though Mother Nature did not want there to be a ball game, both of these 2 schools did their best to stick with it. And here we are, playing the baseball game in the top of the 6th. This pitch to Berglund. Right back to the shortstop once again. The throw, once again in time. Another ground out for the Red Raiders. So that'll bring up the sophomore Sam Luther. 0 for 2. He's struck out 2 times. Sophomore looking to get something done. The first pitch to him looked outside, but regardless, it's called a strike. Rain's starting to get a little heavier here in Nordonia. This one popped up over to our right and right on the first baseline. Nordonia's first baseman will be able to make the catch, and that is it for the top of the 6th. The Red Raiders are going to be taking the field as the rain starts to come down. We will continue playing, it looks like. We're going to need a cover for our equipment, but we will be right back. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're back for the bottom of 6. The rain coming down a little harder than it did before, but Shaker still out here playing with Nordonia, even though Shaker not the next pitch from Bear to Floater and a strike with another one upstairs. Shirk, the man in the right-handed hitter's box. He's 0 for 3, but he hasn't struck out once. However, there, a swing and miss. It'll be foul tipped into the glove of Quentin Garnett, doing a decent job behind the dish today. The next 2 Garnett behind the dish will be swung on and missed by Shirk, and he will head back to the dugout. Going 0 for 4. Not something to remember for the batter, but not exactly one to remember for the man on the hill either. Thomas Barrett with his 72nd pitch being taken upstairs for ball 1. He's thrown 48 strikes, and he's struck out 4, but this one's lined right to Brett Moore, needing to get the glove down. That he will. The throw on the first will be in time. A good throw from the shortstop to get the second away here in the 6th. But Thomas Barrett in his 4th inning on the hill, and so far he's allowed 6 hits and a walk, allowing 7 runs to come across, only 4 of them earned. The slow kick, the pitch from Barrett, fouled back into the padding on the backstop. Last inning, the 5th inning, was our very first scoreless inning. Barrett looking to replicate that here in the 6th. 2-strike count. That one upstairs. Trying to get him to chase with a pitch. 1-2. Nine 0 is our score. Nordonia's on top. Not looking to threaten any more, as they've been held in check these last couple of at-bats. That one's fouled back, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Thank you very much for tuning in. We had our rain delay in the middle of the 2nd inning, but we're still going. This one swung on right to center for Will Tagan to get under it and make the grab. And that means we'll head to inning number 7. Shaker Heights still down 9 runs, and unless they can put 9 runs up on the board here in inning number 7, Shaker will look to be defeated. However, we'll get some thunder behind us, and that very well could be game. And we'll get the wrap it up signal. And we're not looking for another rain delay for just 3 more outs. That will be it here in Nordonia. Our apologies for the poor weather, but Mother Nature really trying her hardest to not let baseball happen here on this Friday. But thank you very, very much for tuning in, sticking with us here. However, the Red Raiders not exactly with an outing to remember, as they lose by 9 in a shutout loss. 9-0 our final. We will be back, I believe, on Monday. Tomorrow, the Red Raiders are looking to go play against University School and their preppers. However, that will not be streamed, our apologies. But we will see you Monday, as the Red Raiders, I believe, are taking on the Cleveland Heights Tigers. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Von Ullum. Pleased to commentate this one for you. We will see you next time.